Hey, so you're looking to move to Houston, Texas, and you want to know how the market is, what the demand is looking like, what you should be doing to buy your next house. So, this video, I'm going to break down quickly the market, where it's at. So, if this is what you're looking for, make sure to stay tuned. How's everyone doing? My name is George Gonzalez. I'm a Houston Realtor for the past 5 years in Houston, and I'm going to give you my quick breakdown and then recommendations moving forward. So, let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna hop into the study here, and then we will hop into where the market's at now. So where are we now? Let's see. I'm gonna shrink. Okay, so what's going on now is kind of typical for this time of year. Inventory is usually low. Beginning of the year, things don't really. Obviously, I mean, there's thousands of homes still being sold, but percentage-wise, it's usually slower in the beginning of the year. Homes coming on the market, and actually, we have a little bit less this year than last year, and that's gonna potentially, if it continues, be a problem because people are moving voluntarily at this point. So I think this is okay, but we have to keep this in mind because the demand is high. Why is the demand high? Well, you can see here, pending listings are still up. So that's one to keep in mind. So that's kind of like solidifying that the demand is high. And then as we go forward into closing, this um, again solidifies what we're seeing here. So we're seeing very few homes hitting the market. The few homes that hit the market are going on the contract, and then they're still buying them. So right, because it's homes can hit the market, it's a process before they close. So along the way, things can change and they can go back on the market. In this case, most of them are not. So most of the homes that hit the market are being sold. So there's no new inventory to replace that. Where that's an issue is where we are now. We have low rates, and we have high demand, and we, I think, have a lot of out-of-state buyers with high incomes. So, boom. What do we have here? The showing activity is still high. You can see that here, 8% year over year, so the activity is still there. And then online web traffic is still high. So, what will happen here is this is the one of the factors. 30-year mortgages are under 3%, 15-year fixed-rate mortgages are under 2.5%, 5-year ARMs are under 3%. This is pretty incredible. And if we go back here to the first slide, you can actually see this is where the lockdown happened. This is where the lockdown happened. And closing actually did not fluctuate that bad. It's not as bad as you would have thought. Showings for sure, it just lockdown, you couldn't do anything. So one thing that's going on here is we have a combination of low interest rates. So maybe you're not moving, refinancing, definitely a great opportunity to take advantage. Right, especially if you bought in the era. I wish I had the older rate here because you can see back in 18, the rates were almost at 5%, and now they're under 3. So refinancing is probably a good option. But going back to where I'm at, so we have high demand, with people wanting to buy, locally, but also, because of lockdowns and different policies that have been applied differently from state to state, we have out-of-state buyers with high incomes buying homes here in the affordable Houston, Texas. So what can you do to put yourself in a great position when it comes to buying your next home? Well, get as much information as you can and act on it and execute. So watch these videos. I will update you weekly on how the market is doing. So you want to do that. You also want to get all your financials ready, get that going. You want to go ahead and apply see where you're at, fix those things, you know, because you want to start way in advance. So all this is doing is now buying a house is not going to be something that's going to be a 30-day, 45-day turnaround, because that's usually what it takes. But now it's going to be, we have to accommodate for an extra 2 months, 3 months of finding the house or getting accepted on the house that we want. So a little bit more patience, um, a little bit more security when it comes to that. So, you know, if you have a lease and it expires in 6 months, maybe now is the time. So that's going to be my way. And then also getting creative, you know, getting creative when it comes to buying your house. Um, so especially if you own a house and you're buying another house, look into new construction. I actually will hit on a few items like this in my next video that's coming out, which is where I break down the proposed $15,000 first-time home buyer program that was proposed by President Biden. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification icon so you don't miss that video as I post it. It should be posted tomorrow or Saturday, whenever you watch this. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. My name is George Gonzalez. I'll have my information in the description. Reach out to me if you have additional questions. Comment below. It'll help the channel. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Peace.